have issues tonight, that would be fun. I even managed to get my initial spiel out before that shit happened. Alrighty. So we can close the... Fuck, that's a weird feeling. Food clamp onto. So now I have TikTok. I'll actually be able to send Twitch through the same OB. Actually, we need backlight on. So we're going to Paradise Island, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Sure, we'll go with this. So these look good. I also got this little dude dropped off, which is a polarizer, which I need to go and buy those. I'll plug that in, and we won't be able to see the reflections and shit off of my glasses. I had it put on before, but I ran into the issue of, oh, sorry. Right, we're gonna drop a pin on this. Right. Make sure we got full clips and everything. Good. Right, last time we were anywhere near this thing, it killed us. I didn't like that. Understandably, getting killed sucks. Ooh. Wait, why is my pin in the wrong direction? It's not point reload. There's no point in reloading. It will just make it take longer. But hopefully we should be able to get through this fairly easily. Right. Looted the corpse. This is the one I thought of. It's the one I was thinking of is actually over here. We'll do this one here. There aren't enemies here anymore. Alright. There she is. The Goomerang. That does not sound pleasant in the slightest. Really don't like that. Let's just close that up a bit more. Fucking Goomerang. The only way that could be worse if it was like the Goonerang.
Area may be hazardous.
Mostly so that I... We gotta watch this guy die before we can do anything about it, don't we?
You're worrying. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Gary!
I really wish we could have saved Gary and he becomes an ally or something.
You may or may not be used by family. You may or may.
And it's a sport card. Nice. Please tell me that Gary's not a mask or a hat of an industry. Where is Gary? Tell me he's not says, but at least he's not jumping. Is that meant to be something I can put on my heel? Healer? No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm meant to do about Gary. Oh no, he's armor. So fucked. Able to appreciate this shit? Oh, sorry, wrong button. Absolute abomination of armor. That's sick as fuck. Hey, thanks for the like, Mary. Gary will periodically lash out with spiny tendrils to thrash and tear enemies apart. The damage dealt increases with your medical and science skill. I hate to say it, folks, but I think Gary might be our armor. Oh. I feel like I have to. Any way to flip it so we can get fucked up things. What's a good? We need to test this out, yeah? Something. We haven't explored this area up here or basically anything over that side of the river. So how about we go over this way to start with? And hopefully we'll find something in the near future. That is not the path less traveled. This is the path less traveled. I can't believe we're wearing another dude. Not again. This is a river. Oh, just the edge of the minefield. Alright. Let's just do some quick looting. Those are really well camouflaged. They're a nice bit of XP too. Sorry, not XP. Gonna be a nice bit of damage increase. If I was a game dev. Shit. These are all concussive mines. I don't know if that means they're just gonna knock us back a bit or what have you. This toxic area. Oh, if nothing else, that's a good amount of explosives. Can't really see any more, but I guess that's kind of the point. Wait, here we go. Right, that should do it. Seemingly exploding. Jesus. Oh, that's what that is. Sorry. I feel like we need to get close to an enemy again real quick. Thank you, Gary. Because that's what's happening right now. Gary is coming out of the armor and attacking enemies. Fuck, that's brutal. That realistically. Right, I feel like we saved the boomerang. I kind of want to go see that place down there, but it's mostly on the other side. It says that there's got to be a connect. Cool. Ever been here before? No. Right. Well, it does not look like it's a. That's why there's nobody home. Grab that shit and get the fuck out of here.
I must say, I have many reservations for sake of such a stable and safe way of life.
Because, friend, with the Protectorate, you're only surviving. With Aegis, you'll be thriving. You'll have bosses and employers, but it's up to
See,
2 days, 3 at most.
it's not
and
a
they'll-
this propaganda. Praise the matriarch.
Right, we already looted his place, so we can get the fuck out of here too. I don't think there's going to be too much more to do on this planet. I just want to make sure there's no more rifts. Because those first two wild rifts, I'm going to call them, that we found. Hey Mohammed, how you doing, man? I don't have either of those.
Bar with Grana, we penny bar.
The game is Outer Worlds 2. Nice. Next time we're at the ship, we should be able to unlock one of those chests again. It has the most interesting progress system I've ever found. Like, not your main progress, but like everything you do can give you flaws. And those flaws can really fuck up a playthrough. Great fun. Right. So I want to try and get around to there. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright, looks like there was a fight. Except I'm not seeing what they were fighting. Maybe it was just two groups of people?
Unusual levels of zeranium detected ahead. Caution is advised.
We can get to it from this side. So we're gonna port over to here. And we'll run across from that. Probably another minute or so. Still no hostiles, which is weird. Yeah, there we go. We're dealing with beasties. Well, they're feeling hip fighting tentacles. Like crabbles. It's left. Good job. Oh, alright. Check inside. Alright, cool. I feel like we're probably gonna need to move back to shotguns soon. Run out of ammo for basically everything else. Oh, sorry, we're running low on ammo for basically everything else. And I don't think we quite have the materials required for the other things yet. Got cold landing zones. Ooh. Maybe we can go back to using pistols. Amount of compact rounds. That makes it so much better. Cool. Right, this might be really promising for me. And also the fact that we have realized how good these pistols are. I mean, Another one up on the hill. Right. The door is barred shut. Right, now we can turn this one off. We just need to go to that. Awesome. Lily, sorry, it's only a one-player game. I really need to get a notification set up for this so that I can tell that people are talking. Alright,
Smell that?
the hunter gets shot the shit out of. But stayed invisible, so I didn't actually see it when I was looting it. Right, cool.
Status.
Thank you, Coach.
Benefits.
Gotta love Gary. But we found where we want to be going. Short round shells. Cool. Sealed. Because dragoons suck some ass, but shouldn't be too big an issue to take care of. No, that one. Oh, there we go. Alright, now I think it looks like it's everything that's here, apart from whatever's behind this. Alright, wait for it, go. Damn it! Look, no, we're just gonna continue. That has worked before with like dodging fan blades and shit. When it would work with the electricity, I thought that was what the purpose was. My armor is a sentient item. Fucking hell. And I'm fairly sure that I have one of those really good keys that I need for my... Yes, it did. This is only the outer part. And this is how we were expected to get in and out otherwise. Right. Let's see what the dealio is down here then. So far it's just looking like it's another generic building. We're going inside, we want easy movement gun, not sniper rifle. And it's an instance. Oh, I love a good dungeon. The hunting weapons. I don't see what we're dealing with down there yet. Apparently something over there. Oh, it's a hunt. Okay, so we're trying to go with classic horror. Gotcha. Love that. Right, see what we can. But I think that might be about all the ammo we can make. Oh, this is gonna fucking suck. Actually, no, we don't have enough metal for compact grenades. Cool. Breakdowns. And we're going to break down. I don't actually fucking know. We should have been breaking down everything we found. Those things. Right, stealing so much. About the gems. Right. So our scrap metal problem just got solved. So many extra scrap metal. Love this for us. Alright. So after this we'll be able to make we'll probably get another floor after doing fucking hell. A lot of Vembrace armors. We'll also break down some light pistols. Yep. I like having one of everything. This is really fucking useful for that. So we have a look here. Damn it. Oh, we got given the objective now. We need to find the 5 leaders for this place. And then we can go and fuck some shit up. We'll make an extra, like, 300. And 558 seems like enough. But it doesn't include what's in the gun. Nope, no floor for it. Weird. Surprising. Right. Cool. Old school horror on. So everything is slightly darker than normal. Everything's a bit run down. We've got drop scares happening from the roof. Pretty generic old school horror. Sparks are flying, the lights are flashing. Okay, sentry turret. Nice. Love that. I'm assuming there's one on the same spot on the opposite side. I'm really appreciating having a silenced gun right now. Burn, burn. 4 bullets, 4 kills. That's a great rate. We can't.
War-bred monstrosities, but this facility.
Wardens do not retreat, nor take any ignoble action. I shall excuse
Right.
your cowardice by way of shock.
There doesn't seem to be anyone in here
Succeed or die.
or anything. We've got the first 2.
In the event we don't survive.
Hopefully. Sorry. I've just realized something. We got recording going on that shouldn't be going on. I am curious. I forgot what I was curious about. See those guys coming. It'd be great if Gary had like a blood stealing effect. Like when Gary specifically hurt something, it heals you slightly. Or gives you, or after a certain amount has been absorbed, he gives you more health or more armor. This slowly goes between being a light armor to a medium to a heavy. Nope, I'm fucked. Continue. I didn't realize that's the way you're meant to go up. It's not how I was meant to go down. Fucking dumbass sometimes. Alright, we're gonna go that way. Because now we know that's an option. But I can no longer see where that was. Ah, here we go. So something's gonna come out of that hole in a minute. We haven't killed these things again yet. Right. Right, upstairs. I'm fairly sure that I've got extra health. Cool. What can we go from here? Right, that's probably on this guy, isn't it? Alright, so I've got 3 of those IDs now.
Hostile Raptidon colony detected. Agents are dispensing. Hostiles no longer detected.
There we go.
Waiting room detected. Please expect delays.
Thanks, guys.
Initiating waiting music. Error. Unable to act.
Right, we're going to use some of these mines that we picked up earlier.
Region license. Please accept the following harmonic. Do attention hostiles. Repeated attempts to devour the commander are still.
That's genuinely rather brutal. Is that it? Well, that's disappointing. I thought it'd be more challenging. But again, we are dealing with things that are several planets ago. We're on deck 6.
And we shall press on. You surprise me. We cannot complete this mission and yet live. And should we live to see it through, your wife shall meet her end. Yet your resolve remains unshaken. Any less would disgrace the sovereign. Disgrace us all.
Ooh,
Shoulder your rifle. We shall press on and see this mission.
extra
to
gadget
its
meter.
completion.
Budge.
Noise. Doesn't sound like.
Cool.
Oh, blast! Hand me my rifle.
We haven't managed to get all of the things, though, is the issue. We did get 3.
I have open air. LaRue fell swiftly.
Cool.
Magnetically charges inserted into conduit, hoping it would spring to life.
And has that cleared out this area over here?
I wish
I have no clue what the fuck I just did.
in my heart of hearts, I wished my love to live, despite.
Oh. Now we gotta scrounge the entire place for this last card. Not entirely sure why I came back to this planet originally. Alright, just take me down a floor. We'll run the place down. Yes. Right. You had that one. Really wish you could recollect your own minds, but apparently that's too much to ask. This would have been a good little dungeon earlier on. Like, I can very much understand what they were going for here. And had I not gotten some... Huh. Right, so I don't see any corpses around here. I don't see any blood splatter or trails. Alright. How do we get down to the next one? Oh, good. No way. Just walk down the stairs. Don't be a dumbass. Don't try and overthink everything. Grab that, shoot the eggs, go on the safe side. Around here somewhere. So there's the blood splatter that usually accompanies one, or the blood scraping. Alright, where the fuck could this last guy be? Oh, where could this fucker be? His corpse is far away from me. Up here? Nope. Already. Where the fuck is this guy? You'd think if he had the decency to die, you should have the decency to do it somewhere where I can find his body and steal his key. Look, I know how that sounded. I'm not mad at myself. Fuck me. Anything with multiple step. Where those things could have come from in there. Would also work as a good place to hide one of the bodies. Because, you know, dragging it in there to feed the kids. That's not what we were going for though, unfortunately. Breath of the Sovereign Copper. 50. I'll Google it, but I think I'm gonna have to Google it. We got him. Not on the upper this side. Nope. Alright, call the lift. So if it's not in here, then it must be back up top and I just missed it. And if it's not back up top, then it must be on the ground floor in that first starting area and I've missed it there. And if it's in neither of those things, it's going to be outside. I can respect that. If I was a game dev, I would also be a dick. Thought there might be somewhere we can jump onto the last corpse is on. And if it is I've got to jump onto these beams and find the corpse up there. Okay, not getting that chest. There is no part of me in the world that wants to go jumping around in roof rafts. No fucking way. Alright. It's also not the top. It is the top inside, but it's not the top outside. I don't like that. That's still buggy. Alright, we will head corpse, the last corpse there. Gonna annoy me. This is really fucking jumpy, isn't it? Yes, it is. I don't know what the fuck to do about that. I remember Serge told me about it the other day and I just completely forgot about it until right now. No. Right, so we'll check. Nothing out here. Nothing out here. I hate to admit it, but I think we are fucked on this one. So these just look a little bit Vault-Techy. Maybe even a little too Vault-Techy. Oh, I've only got 4 and I can't find the 5th. Checked fucking everywhere at least twice as well.
Truly certified that all in our midst are suited for this mission? It would be most disheartening were any of us to bear reservations.
If you take issue with my presence,
Right.
speak plainly.
What are these things called so I can look it up?
No influence on my own.
Your loved ones, Juan? Once a loved one of mine became a traitor, I would no longer refer to them thusly. Unless you still harbor feelings.
Enough! Your sniping discredits you both. Wardens must speak through action. Move out!
That's not helpful. Oh, it's giving me a quest because of this. Now. Alright. Already done. Done that one too. Last one's on 2nd floor. I'll find a long ladder on the left side of the elevator. Alright. Look, I hate the fact that I had to look that up, but it's not a good thing that I had to look that up, hoping my left, not Sage left. Left of the elevator, there is a long ladder. Be a long staircase? No, here's the long ladder. Should be a body up on this. Aha, there we go. There's the 5th one. We can get the fuck out of here now. All right, we're a little bit too high up. All right, we can get out of here. We can make this worth it. And then we can continue on with our day. Knowing that, hey, we did manage to get this loot. That trauma kit makes it a bit more worth it. And the advanced decryption key definitely does. And we can get the fuck out of here now. Apparently there's also some rifts down here's ways. I haven't been to the middle of this map yet. And we're going to... our target is somewhere around there if I'm not mistaken. But right now, there are hammer claws to deal with. In the face!
Ready to access the agent's health
She baits all of the enemies. Sorry, she doesn't let me bait all of the enemies to us. And I like baiting. That was nice and easy. There's nothing quite like throwing a bomb underneath something. Like seeing an enemy and just throwing a mine right. Right, versus. Now we need to get the fuck out of here. It would be a nice feature if when you went into another and set off the aggro. Because let's be real, most of these animals would be territorial assholes. Most of them you would want to fight, or would want to fight you just for looking at where they live. That's how most of these kinds of animals work. That's the hour mark. Having to deal with any of the ads. This is gonna basically lead me back to town, isn't it? What on rocks? Damn quick moving little rats. This has been a good game. Like, this session more than the game in general, but also the game in general. I just set off all of the arboreal screen. Right, I am. We'll try and make your dream a reality.
protocols ready.
Fuck 'em up, We down the nursery.
Supposed to shoot the enemy.
Is that everyone? Cool. Science Quarterly. My phone's about to die. That is not what I meant to do. There we go. Oh. Right. It's probably off of this cliffside. We're gonna want to try and find the actual path down to it as well. I'm guessing the rift's gonna be somewhere in. I'm also pretty sure that, what do you call them? Floors. Without getting a floor. Which I don't know if is a good or a bad thing. Give me a floor that makes my boots boost better. Travel to the landing pad. Saves me running around it. So, yeah, we want to just go this way. If I'm not mistaken, we can go into this tunnel. Travel spawning grounds. There's a gravel taking it. Yes, for Gary. Vengeance for Gather. Doing this.
Benefits available at your request.
Okay. Give us a dragoon working on our side. But nice. Alright, we got an extra shock rod. I'm not sure how we're meant to get to this. I do love how blue that the Crabbles have made all of the water. Also, I really like the fact that this looks like it was just the Crabbles took the place back. Call me a hippie, but I'm a sucker for all that kind of shit. Alright. Hopefully one of these will give me something decent.
You ever think about climbing in? I have. A lot.
All right. Yeah, shrink ray. That's sick. The obvious. Shrink fire reduces opponents down briefly stunned from molecular trauma. That's fucking sick. Has a magazine size of 666. Have more crabs to kill in here. It looks like there should be, but it doesn't look like there are. It's entire. Like this area though, this should be a boss zone. I should be able to come here and fight a full boss. There's something. I'm not sure what that something is.
Emergency protocol submitted as primed.
Son of a bitch. Ooh, double kill. That was a fucking good shot. No, a second one would be spawning. Still. Is this the way we came from? Yes, it is. Alright, I just wanna one last double check that nothing's gonna spawn at the water. I really want something to have spawned at the water now that everything's dead. Disappointing. Maybe we just need to break all of the eggs. I think that's it. And we should be able to get onto another... We should be able to open up another one of the boxes. Like one of those good boxes. In a good mood. So, we're just going to boot this back up. I'm gonna go and check on the fan blame, and we'll. Let's see how this is doing then.
Rift anomaly modulator. Arcadia's.
So there are apparently 3 different. Veteran's best friend. How many keys do we have? 8. We need 7. So this is a melee weapon, considering it has a swing rate. The remote detonator is a gun. And the dome is also a weapon by the looks of things. It requires 5 not. And there's still one more gadget to unlock as well. It'll be a projectile, isn't it? That would make the most sense, but no, it's a... Huh. It's a hat. That's actually pretty sick. Alright. Let's head to planet number 2. We should be going to one of these. We're going to... I don't know. Specifically... Yeah, it looks about right. I also love the fact that the loading screens are just like postcards for each of the planets. It's a really nice touch. So we've got a rift on spawn. And I completely forgot about that. I don't remember if it's up here or if it's downstairs. There is a rift. Is it there? So there's enemies there.
It's a fight. Emergency protocols ready.
Right. Alright. Apparently we didn't go through this place when we were here the first time. That's only useful for lore. Let's be real, I have not been too keen on complete my own detriment.
This is your
Fucking hell, I am a loot gremlin.
reminder to keep all personal items with you at all times.
Open it up. Feels like a run, run, run as fast as you can situation. What else is the loot here? Guns. A feedback cannon. 200 round. You are 100% correct. Damage charges it up. That's not bad. I'm running around trying to collect rips right now. Because I wanted to try and level myself up a little bit and level up the gear we've got more than anything else. We are flawed as fuck, and that requires some extra buffs to kind of... We'll do those ones first. Sorry, the other ones. Because the other one seemed like it's going to be like a three-parter, kind of like the Crabble Cave was a two-parter. Alright. So we want to be there. When we first came here, I was terrified of running into the spiders. Awesome. As are out. But the RPG player in me says, hey, if it's further south, we should go north. And I like listening to the RPG player in me. Usually ends up in fun situations.
All on the wrist.
Right. We are getting pretty. We got to be getting pretty close to having all of the encryption keys. There's only 2 things left. One of them I know takes 7. I can't remember what the other one takes. Only 2 much left, really. Reload. Damn it, Azza. Alright, so we gotta find a way to get up there. I'm assuming we'll find that by finding the other 2. I need to get more armor busting ammo. I'm really putting an... That's the first one done. Two. Shit.
For Gary!
Great. I was wet.
Better overtime! Ready! For Gary!
We can kill the ones on the next platform from over here. Calculate the radius of the exclusion. Depends on what kind of jacket we're using. Duel doesn't get the best kind.
All will pay!
Motherfucking miniguns. We have gotten so much good shit from these chests. A legendary quality sniper rifle, a legendary quality fucking G. Jesus. I'm gonna run out of ammo so fast. Right, let's go kill some spiders, I suppose. Alright, that seems to be the last ones. Where's the third one? The third one is somewhere up in the end of this trench. And just, you'll hit it with every room. That's why we have 1,000 rooms. I believe we go that way. More spiders.
Emergency protocols ready.
Oh, fuck. Where's my boomerang? I've been waiting for a reason to throw out the boomerang.
Promoting team.
Restore my life or avenge my death.
Play so? How do you like my armor? This is Gary.
Where's our boss?
Jesus fucking Christ. I really hope this is the only one of these we're gonna have to fight.
I'm alive.
I really fucking do.
It's a fight. Inside. Swine.
Alright. Let's quickly do the looting, then we can try and find this trench and get moving. Alright. Finish topping this up. We want there. Where's the other nav marker that we got?
I still don't think both of us needed to apply to become soldiers.
Time for discounts.
Single medicament is only worth one.
Right, fine. So all of the trenches have a point where it's no longer the man, the people, it's the animals. Their name is Shop. Oh, there we go. Can see it from here. Yeah, if their name's not Shop, I don't care. Already cleared this place? Or was it already cleared? Extra 300 rounds, extra 300 XP. We gotta be getting closer. Gadget meter energy. Up to mania. Oh fuck. Oh. Yeah, that. I don't tell you the actual effect of it. I know that one. I remember hearing about that when the game was first revealed. You're the residue piece that we can pick up. How do we get to it? There's a spot where the barbed wire stops. Reopen it. Reopen it. We can do this. I believe in us. There we go. Easy done. That's all. Alright, there's plenty more that we can do on this planet. Not tonight. Actually, you know what? We've cleared 2 different planets of all of their good loot. Not all of their best loot, anyway. We're gonna go over to here. No, we're gonna set ourselves up for next week. Next stream,